All right, so we got the brand new shop coming out for March 2022. And this one, I'm going to provide some different advice this time than I normally do because we have some things coming in the near future that I want you guys to be able to save your Starglitter and Masterless Stardust for. So make sure you pay attention to the video, and there's some information you might not know for future Spiral bits. Jump into it. All right, so new shop. Let's see what we got. Gotta mute alerts. Sorry. All right, so new shop. Thank you for the hype trade, guys. Hopefully we finish it. We'll see. All right, new shop. Let's check it out. So for the new shop, I already knew it was going into it if they keep the same, but let's go check. The new shop is Ningguang and Xingqiu, as well as the Blacklift Weapons. So the reason I wanted to talk about Ningguang, I want to talk about these two characters specifically. So Ningguang, by the way, is a C6 only character. You should not be playing Ningguang at all unless you're C6ing her. So if you're like thinking about like going for a main DPS character, and you want to use it with Kagura's Verity or one of the other things, you should definitely only play this character C6. So if this is your last constellation for her, maybe pick it up. But the thing is, you're going to get Ningguang constellations eventually. And eventually, these two things and buying these two things is very, very unnecessary. So if I had ever bought a Xingqiu constellation in Genshin, I'm at the point on my current Battle Pass Welcome account at AR 58, where like getting more constellations is kind of unnecessary. So a lot of people, I think, are at the point where 4-star characters on their account are really not the thing that you need anymore. You don't need 4-star constellations as much. And people are getting to that point. And the reason this is important, and you want to probably save your Starglitter for, is because when we're looking at the Starglitter shop, okay? When we're looking at the shop, the number one thing to now transition to is to actually move away from all weapons if you've been playing the game for a year and a half and not use them on summons and start saving them. Right now is a good time to start saving Starglitter. Main reason is Kurumi gifting 50 gift subs. What the heck? If you guys are new to YouTube, new to Twitch on YouTube, that's $250. He just slammed it. Oh, the reason you're going to want to start saving Starglitter is we are pushing toward 3.0. And we'll be hitting 3.0 very, very, very soon. Now, major version changes are the #1 spot in the game to start saving things. The thing that came to the game in Genshin Impact in 2.0, which was the most interesting thing that we ever got, was the artifact exchanger. And the artifact exchange system allowed for a lot of people that didn't have Noblesse sets to get their Noblesse sets fully done. They also allowed for people that were Ganyu mains to get their Wanderer troop set, to get really strong Wanderer troop sets. People that wanted to finish out Gladiator artifact sets and get those attack percentage bonuses for their Zhao or whoever else. That allowed those players to get those buffs. And that's where we got a lot more artifacts from, okay? And that was a major change for artifacts in Genshin. Now, the reason I say stay saving Starglitter right now is important is because major changes to game systems really happen around major versions. So start saving Starglitter right now. And if you start saving now, you should be able to save up enough for 3.0, depending on whatever summons you want to do on that. Now, we don't know if anything is actually going to change in the shop, but if they wanted to change something, the best time to ever change it in the Starglitter shop will be at the reset of the shop. So if you don't know this about the shop rotation, it's actually a set rotation. It goes from the Ningguang and Xingqiu. The next one that's going to be up is going to be Razor and Amber again. So we're going to get Bennett and Lisa after that. So the first reason to save is because Bennett will be in 2 shop rotations. So by May, no, is that March, April? Yeah, in May, you'll have Bennett again. So if you needed Bennett, or you wanted that last constellation for your Bennett, or you wanted the C5 Bennett, or whatever you needed it for, you couldn't summon on Bennett banners, there you go. If you're like me on my free-to-play account, and you're going for Kaya constellation, so you can have a C6 Kaya, in June, I will have C6 Kaya, which is pretty awesome on a free-to-play account, which is amazing, just if you think about it. But for the most part, I think that around this time, this is where the shop will start changing, and we may get new 4-stars introduced to the shop. Because we got to the point in Genshin where there's a lot of new 4-stars that could be added. Characters like Jin Yang, Diona, Yanfei, Rosaria, Sayu, Sarah, Toma, I mean, hopefully that's what, Goru and Yunjin are the new characters that got added for 4-stars. Now these 4-stars are extremely good. Well, some of them really suck. The ones that really are here, a lot of them are good, some of them suck, and we all know which ones suck. But the main thing is picking up the constellations for the older characters is probably not the right choice, because the older characters will be on banners and you'll be able to get those constellations eventually. And if new characters get introduced to the Starglitter shop, they could be doing them sometime in the near future in 3.0. So if they decide to do that, on 2.0 I thought they might do it, but in 3.0 there's a next chance to do it. And that's when people will be like the most accepting of a very, very big change to the Starglitter shop, because they'll be extremely excited about big changes like that. So if they start doing it in that section, that would be a great time to like save a lot of Starglitter for. The other thing is Karumi with another 20 gifted. What the heck, bro? Okay. Now we don't know anything for sure on what's going to happen in the Masterless Starglitter shop. We know absolutely nothing. But what we do know is that that is what game companies typically do. They make major changes on version changes like that. I'm gonna have to swipe a little bit later, okay? Thank you, Karumi, appreciate it. Now, I also recommend, this is the first time I've ever said this, don't buy Blacklift Weapons as an end game player, okay? If you are an end game player, someone who is AR 57 or 58, try to stay away from these weapons, okay? The free weapons we're getting right now for pretty much every weapon set are gonna be better specializations for what you can get. Now, the only thing you get out of Blacklift Weapons typically is a crit damage main stat. And the reason I'm saying to stay away from these weapons right now is they are really good early and mid-game weapons. They're helpful for the first 6 months of Genshin to get those crit damage stats, so while you're building your artifacts, you can get those stats you need. Now, as time has gone on, weapons that like the Blacklift Weapons kind of phased out, and because getting refined to these weapons, as we said initially, was not the right choice to go for, characters like, let's just say, Zhang Ling are actually using weapons that don't even have crit chance and crit damage. Unless they have crit chance or crit damage on like a passive like here, but they're typically not even using crit damage weapons. And the reason they're not using them is because you can farm out the sufficient crit chance and crit damage over long periods of time in an artifact domains that allows you to get that. And the artifact exchanger allowed for that to happen on other characters and allows like for side pieces to get the crit chance and crit damage that you actually need. But many free-to-play players and many players over the course of a year don't necessarily need them. So your stat balancing will actually be better off using energy recharge weapons and staying away from Blacklift Weapons. For the first 6 months of Genshin, typically Blacklift Weapons are a really, really good stopgap weapon to help you with that stat balance that you're missing. But after the first six months of Genshin, that's where you start getting way more stats and start having way better artifacts that allow for other weapons to be possible and better. So if you're in the first 6 months of Genshin and you are a free-to-play player, picking these up for one character is ideal, but only picking up one is the ideal choice, okay? Now, I don't recommend picking up the Blacklift Slasher, I only recommend picking up the Blacklift Longsword or the Blacklift Polearm. These are the only two you should even consider picking up. Everything else is not good to pick up anymore, okay? The Blacklift Agate is better outstripped by the Widzith. The Blacklift Warbow, there are free-to-play bows that actually do similar damage, not more damage right now. And the Hamayumi bow is quite good in general, okay? The Stringless and the Moyun's Moon, all those bows are exceptionally better than these weapons. The Blacklift Longsword is really good as a Bennett weapon. And it's currently the best free-to-play weapon for Bennett because it's the only weapon that actually has a stat that he can use with the high base attack. But if you wanted that weapon, you could just go with the prototype weapon for a high base attack, right? If you wanted that. Or you can go with the Festering Desire for a long time, but if you're like new to Genshin and you need a high base attack weapon with crit damage on it, then there you go. But Favonius has a really low base attack, so the only weapon people can really use is the prototype, or you buy this one so you have crit damage on Bennett. So it's a stat you can actually use. And most of the time, you don't even have a stat you can actually use on Bennett. And that just seems like a waste of Starglitter. So it's technically the best weapon, but I wouldn't buy it. Now, the other character to use this for potentially is Ayato. I don't know if it's going to be good on Ayato, but it's a crit damage weapon with high base attack, so it could be good on him. I'm probably going to be stuck with it on my free-to-play account if I want to go Ayato on free-to-play and use this weapon, or use a Favonius weapon or something like that on Ayato. Blacklift Polearm. Hu Tao basically only, Zhao maybe, but Hu Tao basically only. Okay, but pretty much stay away from these weapons unless you really needed a weapon for one character that you've been waiting for a long time and you just don't have anything else. Okay, stay away right now. It's not the best time. Don't get wishes here. Start saving just in case. As always, Stardust, burn it like it's hot. Don't save it. Go all in with your wishes and hopefully you get something good. I got a couple wishes right now. I got 8 wishes right now? Or 7 wishes? Okay, maybe we'll get something good. But I hard recommend stay away. I think we got a 5-star last time we did something like this. Didn't we get a 5-star in the base banner recently? What we get? It's R6 Dragon's Bane. So a big reason to right there, not get the Blacklift forearm. Dragon's Bane's on every freaking banner. Yeah, it's on every single banner. So like if you need a Dragon's Bane, there you go. There's a Hu Tao weapon right there. Bam, instant. Huge. All right, so trying to get the Blacklift forearm, probably not the best choice right now. I'm just feeding the point randomly. All right, but that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys are gonna be doing with your Starglitter in the comment section down below. We're gonna be doing the new Spiral Abyss here in just a minute. So if you wanna join us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sekapoko. See you guys there. Have a great day, guys. Peace.